Hoxbies! We are here today to talk to you about the Hoxby Passport, and more specifically, how you can help Hoxby.
The first thing to say is don't freak out. Like, don't worry. It's going to be okay, because we are here as a team to work together, and Hoxby wants to support you in whatever you need. Hashtag better together. Love the scrolling values board. Work together to change the world, and also for you to benefit from the profit share. So please don't worry. Also, we would just like to say that we are listening to all of your feedback, and we have another value, which is hashtag always improving. So with another scrolling values board there. And with all these things, it's always going to be a case of going live and then seeing what people's feedback is. So we just wanted to address a few of your concerns today, and also hopefully get you to help us by telling us what we can do to help you, if that makes sense.
So with specific reference to help Hoxby then, so referring a prospective Hoxby seems to be pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
We don't just want anyone though. We are looking for awesome people. We only want Hoxby to be made up of the very best, but also the most engaging.
Pioneering, determined, fun,
maverick, caring, etc.
So
we want the best, but the more tricky part of the Help Hoxby stage of the passport appears to be referring a prospective contact. So we just want to give you a little bit more information about what we mean by contact.
So the most important thing to say is this is a prospective contact, not a prospective client. So it could be a prospective client, but it absolutely does not have to be. It can be any kind of contact that you think would be useful to Hoxby. So if you go into that form, you'll see there is a drop-down list with a few ideas, but we thought we might make that list a bit longer, and we would like your help with giving us some ideas for that. But we also have a few ideas we're just going to run through as some examples of who those contacts might be. So
you might know someone at a company, a prospective client, or you might know someone who works in the press or in TV or any other kind of PR-related environment that would be potentially useful to us at some stage in the future.
You might know an Instagram influencer who has a big following who might want to say something about Hoxby.
Yeah. As a tip, Lizzie and I are not yet Instagram influencers.
Really?
Workstyle Freestyle is still building up, so look outside that, look beyond that, and see who is in the kind of space in which we operate, future work, flexible working, and that sort of thing. And also, I think potentially an area where we could be introduced to useful contacts is in our kind of future foundation work and cause-related stuff. And we know that there are people out there who would be really interested in acting as an ambassador for us. So people who are really passionate about a particular cause, for instance, might want to be looking to get involved in something, contribute to something worthwhile, and Hoxby can be a really good route for them to do that through the cause work that we're doing.
And not just potential ambassadors for the causes, but actually people that might help our causes in any way. So that could be a potential contact at a potential charity partner. It could be a contact at a potential grant. It could be anyone who supports that cause and could just be a really vocal support for what we're doing in their own way. So lots of different ways from the Hoxby Foundation perspective that you might know someone that might want to be a valuable contact to us.
It's probably worth you getting just at least a working knowledge of what we're doing across the foundation, just in very simple terms, the causes that we represent, so and the kind of work that we're looking to do, just so that you can use that in your thinking, I guess, to understand who might be helpful. I think beyond that as well, there might be events or things that are being organised that could be beneficial for Hoxby to attend, or could be beneficial for someone at Hoxby to be speaking at, or for us to have a presence at as a
or us
but it might be the Hoxby goes there and exhibits in some way or whatever. So having an ear to the ground and just knowing about these things is really what we're after. We're after knowledge, insight, understanding what you guys think, are useful contacts for us in any way, shape or form.
And the other thing that it could be is where there could be a potential broader partnership. So for instance, if you know a company that do lots of freelance tax returns, that could be a brilliant contact to put us in touch with, because we're looking to build partnerships to benefit the Hoxby associates. Or maybe you know a Slack expert that knows about what it's like to have a community of over 1,000 people in Slack. You know, that we've just listed out there about 10 different potential contacts, but we're sure that there are lots of different ways that contacts could help Hoxby.
Yes.
So that we just wanted to throw a few out there, and hopefully you can help us in this thread with any other suggestions you have for the types of contacts.
Yeah, the other thing I suppose is they don't have to be someone you know yet.
Yeah.
You might just use this as inspiration to just go and find someone, and then, you know, what we want to do is for you to identify who they are, and then drop them an email. So ideally what we're looking for is a message that you can send to them that just says, hey, is it okay if I introduce you to this awesome organisation called Hoxby? Here's why I think they'd be interesting to you. And that's all we're really asking for, is their consent, and then we'll take it from there.
So just to build on that, as Alex says, you don't need to already know them. You can get in touch with them to be this, but also in terms of their consent, the reason that we're asking you to have ticked that box to say that you've got their consent to pass on their data is for GDPR reasons. We need to know that that person is okay with their data being passed on. They do not need to be a hot lead. They don't need to be fully warmed up. Oh yeah. All they need to do is be okay with passing on their data, be okay with you passing on their data. So you may just send a very light introduction and to Hoxby and say, are you okay with me passing on your details? And then someone will be in touch to tell you more. You don't need to do the full kind of sell-in of Hoxby, as it were. And I don't mean sell, I mean in terms of explaining. Before you do it, you just need to have ticked that box to make sure that they are happy for us to have their data. So the other big thing that we just wanted to mention is that we want to create whatever tools you need, and this has come up in a couple of threads, in order to do this. And what would be really useful for us is to know what those tools would be. So is it training, an overview of the work that Hoxby is doing, training on how to explain Hoxby? Is it an email that we create, a really slick email that we send to everyone that they can then forward on? So you're not needing to put stuff into your own words, you can just forward it on with a one sentence thing. What are those tools? Because we would love to create them. We want to help you to find these contacts, make it as easy as possible. So if you have tools, then hashtag play your part. Please let us know, what tools would you like us to create so that we can make this as easy as possible to do?
Hopefully.
Yep.
Go on.
I was going to say something else. Sorry, I'm still chatting.
No, sorry, I thought you'd finished. I was just going to say, the only thing to say over and above that, I think, as well, is don't panic. As we said at the start, there's 3 months to do this, not 3 days. So there is time. You do need to complete your Hoxby Passport to stay in the community, but you do have 3 months to do it. So from the point at which we started the process. So don't worry, take your time, use each other, and we will all get through this.
Group hug, virtual group hug.
And it will be painless, I promise.
And as a reminder, 2 things we'd like you to do. In this thread, can you tell us, 1, suggestions for the types of contact that could be useful to Hoxby? Because we've suggested about 8 here. We're sure you've got a lot more. And secondly, tell us what tools would be helpful to you in order to do this. So please let us know and keep the feedback coming, because we are #always improving, and we're grateful for everyone's passion and support behind this. He's reaching for the values board. It's another scrolling.
Yeah, I'm reaching, but I'm too slow. Here we go. Always improving. Put it together. Come on, guys, we've got this.
Hashtag. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
See you soon. Bye-bye.